2017 Chevy Silverado. We got a leaky condenser. I don't know if you see the oil stain in there. That weld failed and leaked out all the Freon. I had just done the kit on it, but the only thing I didn't replace was that condenser. So now we got to get this done. So first we remove these clips here. There's clips all along here. This comes off. It's clipped on here, but it comes off, as you can see. Set this aside. Now we remove these bolts here, and then we have to remove in here the bolt here. There's a bolt here. There's some bolts in here. And on this side we gotta remove the air box. Same thing. Also there's some bolts hidden under here, which we'll get to. See them right there. These bolts right there. So yeah. Also this guy has to come out. And then this whole cross member here has to come off. Also intake and air box have to come off. We'll get that done real quick. Well, we already took off the airbox. We took off the lower bracket right here. There's 2 bolts right here, 10 millimeters. Then 3 bolts down here, 10 millimeters. And then you have to remove this right here. And then get under here. Camera, light. Here we are. Right up in there. Right here. Right there. There's a bolt. Right there's another bolt. And up in here, there's another bolt. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3 bolts. And then remove this guy right here in the middle. This guy. And then we come and remove this guy. This bolt right here. Right there. And then we'll repeat the same process we did on that side. We'll repeat it here. Bolt here, bolt down here, and then there's another bolt back here. That's why you got to remove this bottle, because there's a bolt hidden right in there. So yeah, let's do that. Continue. On this side, you don't really have to remove the battery tray. It's more on that side. More on that side where you have to remove the battery tray. Right here, not that bad. As you can see, I already removed wiper container. You just have to slide it up a little bit and get up in here for that bolt here. Now, there's these 2 bolts right here that have to come off. So, get to them. One side. Get them with a little ratchet wrench, something low profile that could get in between the bolt and this little housing of the headlamp. Yeah, you give it a couple of turns and it'll get loose on its own. Turn it around with 2 fingers. The other one too. The other one, you have to move this cable out the way. That's for the hood latch. this. That's one. The other one is up in here. Now, we've already removed this guy. So now we need to start removing these two. And then we should have this free. So let's do that. And this just comes off pretty much like so. You're gonna flip it up and out. You have a little kinks, but once you get it out from here, you should be able to, careful, don't ding that. Oops. And be very careful not to ding the vehicle. And there you go. Almost dinged it. So I'm just gonna set this down here. Collecting all the parts. Has no more bolts, it's clean. And now we have plenty of space to play. We just gotta remove this plastic right here. This cover. Come on. This. I'm not gonna violently pry. It's just a gentle pry. You see? It's not something that's gonna be, como dicen, no te dejes caer. Algo leve. Just light pressure. If I can do it with one hand, you can do it with both hands. So, you know, it's not that difficult. But yeah, you just unclip these and they'll come out. Down here there's going to be a tab. If you notice right there, that's the last thing you pull off. You just gotta get a good angle so you can see. Get up in here, man, you pull up with your finger. You have strong fingers. And there it is. That's it. There's a little lock right here. You notice? It's a little lock, and then this goes on there. You gotta pull up to unhook it. On the other side too. Repeat, rinse, and repeat. There you go. Dragonfly. Oh, young dragonfly has perished. Scrap pile. Not scrap pile, but parts pile. Oh, that looks like there might be some surprises in there. Let's find it. Jesus Christ. There's a whole nest down there. Look at that. Focus. Look at that down there. That's a mess. So we're gonna have to clean all this out. So that's why it leaked. This is the leak point right here. This is where it leaked. Right in this weld. That's where it always leaks. Could have been up here too. That looks kind of failed up there. But they usually leak from this weld right here. You see that? How it's split. Come on, focus. So yeah. Well, enough of that. Let's get to removing this. Well, using this this pick here to remove these clips from the transmission lines. One on this side, one here, one over there. I already got that one loose. This you just pull this off. Clips right here. Show you how to get it off. See if I can get a good angle on it. should be able to, but not. Well, the idea is right here like this. You reach around, find this little you find the end of it. See the end of it right there? Come over, just raise it up a little bit. You see? Get it locked up there. And then you come and hold it, and then with your thumb or something, you hold on to it so it won't come loose. You get it out like that. Simple. The way you put it back on, same idea. Get it hooked on one edge right here, and then just swing it around and lock it in. Pretty straightforward. I got tons of these. I got tons of these clips. And I'm always prepared just in case they get lost, because they do tend to fly out, dude. Boom, gone. I'll never see it again. There's a bolt down there I gotta remove, 10 millimeter, and this condenser should be free. All we gotta do is wiggle these lines loose, and that's it. We'll be right back. Oh, another thing I almost forgot. When removing these lines, never use a pry bar. Never go in here. So I know some videos on YouTube tell you to do this, or online or whatever. On Facebook I've seen some videos, some guy doing this. You're gonna break this radiator. What I do, this right here is plastic, the corner of this. It's hard, but it's less damaging, and you're gonna do this. Just some gentle taps. You can hit it up here too, with the soft part of your break it loose, and then if it don't work the first time, hit it a couple more times. Never pry. So you can get a good angle. There. Never pry on them. You can be here a while, whatever, no matter. Better be here a while banging on this than having to buy the customer a new radiator for prying on this. Prying on it. You see? Never pry on it. It'll come out. You see? A little with a plastic. They don't come out. Don't worry about the spilled transmission fluid. Here's two coolers at once. It's the condenser for the AC on the bottom, and up here is the trans cooler. So yeah, it's runs about, I'd say about right here, and then the Freon line is right there. So it's right up, the oil, trans oil goes right here. That's why I don't think this is a leak right here in the weld. You can actually see it there. You can see the seam right there where it leaked. We'll see it from the back. It's probably rusted through on the back. See, the reason I removed this bracket is because the connection for the lines is right under the bracket. Where it sits like that, it'd be very hard to reach those lines. So you remove the bracket and it's easy pickings. So now, you gotta depress this, slide it up. The other side, same thing. Gotta do it with both hands because it's pretty difficult. Not difficult, but it can be a pain in the ass trying to pull it up. But yeah, one step closer. Well, there you have it. It's out. There's some plastic tabs down here too. But all you gotta do is just lightly yank up on the condenser and it should come off. Just make sure when you get the condenser back in, make sure this is right here in the middle where it's supposed to be. And also clear up all this stuff. Compressor, vacuum, something. Is that a bird? That's a bird. It's a dead bird. Tweet, tweet, tweet. It's a sparrow. What? fossilized bird. Whoa. Yeah, I've seen cats, I've seen birds, I've seen possums, raccoons, rats, mice, everything in these. Well, when you do a thing or two, you see a thing or two. That's farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Nah. Well, that's done. Make sure you remove these plastic covers right here. Make sure you remove them and put them on the new condenser. Yeah, the Tahoe, waiting on that. I'm going to pull a motor on the Tahoe so I can get this truck running again. That's the new condenser. Ready to install. Same one, just that one's black and this one's straight aluminum. But it'll work. Well, this concludes the video for now. Stay tuned on my Facebook. I'm gonna do the evacuation process and the refill. You already know how to remove it. It's the same way back around to install it. So with that being said, I bid you guys farewell. Have a great day.